and it cannot go on any longer. Hang it up, black screen. I would have dragged you regardless. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are coming to discuss the Doja Cat apology, not apology. Let me explain myself. Child. Now, I decided I was going to spend 8 hours on The Sims yesterday. I don't know how I spent 8 hours on The Sims, but I spent 8 hours on The Sims. And a tweet alert came up, but I was going through my tweets while I was sitting there on The Sims, and I saw that someone tweeted at me, Doja Cat has spoken. Doja Cat has finally spoken. Now, in my original Doja Cat video, I said that I thought she would have said something then. You guys, it was well over 48 hours. It was well over 48 hours before Doja Cat had came out and said a thing. And I find that to be very, very strange. Like, why would she wait so long to say something? Like, I understand getting your ducks in a row, but if you're going to take that long to say something, either one, don't say nothing at all. It got to the point where she was taking so long to say something. I thought she just wasn't going to say nothing, because what can you say? Like, I feel like she was in a lose-lose situation. Like, what can you say? Like, you could say, oh, it didn't happen, but baby, these ain't tweets. This is you on video saying things, you in group messages saying things, you in group chat saying things. This is you with a song that is very incriminating. Like, what can you say didn't exist? So I thought she was just going to forget about it, because we always forget that Twitter is such a small facet of, like, the greater society. Like, ain't that, when you really think about it, there's not that many people on Twitter when you think about the huge groups of people that are out there. But the thing that makes Doja Cat interesting, the push for Doja Cat comes 100% from social media. Social media gave Doja Cat her career, period. So it's not like she's this, like, machine-backed artist. That is, now she is, but that is not how Doja Cat got her start into where she is right now. Social media pushed Doja Cat. Social media push Say So. So Doja Cat does have this responsibility that she's going to have to say something, and she knew it. Like, she knew she couldn't just show up one day and just be like, oh, y'all good? Like, are y'all mad at me? Like, what's going on? Look, she was going to have to say something, but she was taking so long that I'm like, I guess Doja Cat isn't going to say anything. All of you were under the comments like, she ain't said nothing yet. She ain't said nothing yet. And so when I said that, I'm like, what could Doja Cat really say? I said it, and boy, nothing. She couldn't say nothing. So I am going to, like, hit the highlights of this apology and tell you why it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous because, number one, you have one or two options when it comes to public apologies. Tell the truth, or two, play the deny till you die game. Both of these have perks. Telling the truth means you telling your story and you can sleep better at night, right? No one can people can fact check the truth, but when you know it's the truth, there's not much people can say. When you're just telling your truth, this is what happened, you're just going to have to take it how was it. There's nothing more I can tell you. So when someone tries to say, well, that's not good enough, there's nothing more I can tell you. There's nothing more that I can tell you. This is why I did it. This is the truth. This is how I felt in that moment. And either you're going to forgive me or you're not, but you're going to have to move on. You don't have nothing else to do. Either forgive me or don't, but in either situation, you're going to have to move on. So telling the truth, viable option. But two, you can play the deny till you die game. And Doja is playing the deny till you die game. The deny till you die game is basically, you don't know what happened. I know what happened. They don't know what happened. Some people know what happened, but not enough people know what happened for it to ever matter. Like, I am going to deny it, and then hopefully it'll go away. If I keep on denying, there's little to nothing you can do to prove that I'm lying. And even if you can prove that I'm lying, who cares? I don't care that you know that I'm lying, because at the end of the day, why does it matter? That is the deny till you die game. Like, yes, this sounds implausible. Yes, this sounds ridiculous. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? That's the deny till you die game. Like, you can say this doesn't make no sense, but if I say it made sense and I was in the situation, who are you, stranger from Milwaukee, to question me? And that is the deny till you die game. And a lot of celebrities play the deny till you die game. The deny till you die game is getting hacked. Ooh, my Twitter was hacked. Ooh, my Instagram was hacked. Like, that's the deny till you die game. Now, the truth game is basically when people come out and be like, I was joking, that's your honest game. Like, yo, I was kidding, like it went down wrong, or I was stupid back then. That's the honest game. But this is what the Doja Cat said. Doja Cat said, I want to address what's been happening on Twitter. Why did she address it on Instagram? I don't know. This should have went on Twitter, but people on Twitter are ruthless. And at the end of the day, she knew, number one, she can turn off the comments on a Instagram post. People are going to quote tweet her all through Twitter, and that's probably why she didn't release the statement on that platform. She turned off the comments on this, which is cowardly, but it doesn't matter. She says, I want to address what's happening on Twitter. I've used public chat rooms to socialize since I was a child. The child part is not a problem. By the way, Doja Cat did not write this. If Doja Cat did write this, I stand wrong, but I do not believe Doja Cat wrote this. Here's the thing. This is PR 101. Doja Cat hit all of the things that you're supposed to hit when you're putting out a statement for being racist. Number one, child. When we hear all of these people come out and say that they were racist, what's the number one thing they always hit? I was a child, because we can have sympathy for children. We can have sympathy and think about ourselves as children and be like, maybe I wasn't in chat rooms acting a fool, but I was saying reckless things as a child. There are things from my childhood that I wouldn't want brought back up as an adult, or that I don't believe in. So when the PR person says, put you were a child in the statement, it's supposed to evoke this worldwide emotion to where, aw, Doja Cat was a child. I remember being a child. Things were rough, and she grew up as a biracial child. Like, imagine. So that is why she put, I've been in chat rooms since I was a child. But that don't matter, because the streets are saying you was in these chat rooms 3 days ago. That's the thing that gets me. It's the week ago. Like, I keep saying, it is the week ago for me. It's the fact that you was in these a week ago. With all the things going on in the world, if this was from a couple years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years, I wouldn't care, honestly. I'm gonna just be that I wouldn't care. Like, okay, Doja Cat, she hasn't shown. If you show me signs that you're not that person anymore, I'm not about to rack my brain around trying to take you down. I'm just not that type of person. I'm not the takedown queen. Like, and then I don't hold myself as the morality police, the integrity police. I'm just not that person. I'm not that person. I'm not enough to say my shit don't stink. Like, I'm not that person to sit here and act like, can you know? Like, no, I've never been that person. I have never been that person here. But you was in these things the other day, and this is like some deep-rooted stuff. That is what gets me, like, what is going on? You was in these a week ago. I tweeted this. You was in these, they're saying, alleged, you were in these a week ago. Like, that's a little, like, jarring to me. So this is when she decides it's time to start lying. It's time to start. She told the truth. She's been in these chat rooms since she was a child. So she starts off telling the truth. And then she said, here come the lies. Here's where we get to lying. She said, I should have been on some of these chat room sites, but I personally have never been involved in any racist conversations. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos, but there is a video with Doja Cat coming in. She in the chat, and she just blatantly says the N-word with a hard ER. Now, you tell me, is that being involved in any racist conversation? This is where we get to lying. This is where we get to insulting the intelligence. This is what I mean by when people go the deny till you die game. This is what they do. They insult your intelligence. You were in a chat room. You said the N-word, and nobody was shocked. No, but all of these white people are in this chat room. All these white men, and then it sounds like a girl is in the background or whatever. And none of you were shocked when you came in there and said the N-word. If I were to get on a chat room with a bunch of non-racist people and just started spewing the N-word with an ER, they would be uncomfortable, because that's what non-racist people would feel. They'd be like, Kenya, let's not do that. Or, whoa, Kenya, we don't expect that. Like, they would be startled. If this is not something that is common vernacular, they would be startled, okay? They'd be like, what is going on with you? Like, what is going on with you? So this is where we start lying, because we've seen the video. We've seen the video. And then if you believe the Reddit post, if you believe what other people have said happened in the chats, we know you lying. Like, everybody can't be lying except Doja Cat. Like, we know this don't make no sense. Then she says, but I'm sorry to everyone that I offended. So she gets her I'm sorry's, and then she says, I'm a black woman. That is case in point number 2. So after you say you're a child, you're then supposed to say, I got black friends if you're white. But this is the part where you try to make it, I can't be that person you're saying because I'm this. And this is the part that bothers me, because why not just own up to it? Why not just be like, I messed up. I messed up. Her being biracial doesn't matter, because we've all acknowledged, like, the conversation has been circled around her being biracial. That's been the conversation that we have been having, that she's biracial, and that's why she would participate in this type of behavior. I think there's black people participating in this type of behavior. So I know there's biracial women participating in this type of behavior. Anti-blackness is everywhere and comes in every single shade. So this idea, but I'm a black woman, but you gotta say that. You gotta say that. So people can say, hey, it's bad, but it can't be that bad because she's black, you know? It can't be that bad. Then she goes, half of my family is from South Africa. That's when no one needs to know that half of Doja Cat's family is from South Africa. I knew that because, hey, I was going up for Doja Cat, so I know that about Doja. But why did she have to say that? Then she says, and she says she's very proud of where she came from. Are you? I don't know. I'm just dissecting the thing. And then she says, basically, she tried to, that little song, I'm not gonna say the phrase because I don't want to, but that little phrase that she has a song about, she basically says they used to call her that word in these little chats, so she tried to reclaim the word. I don't believe that either. That's another one of those insult my intelligence things. I don't believe that either, but this is why they play the deny till you die game, because what can I say? If she says that's why she made the song, who am I to say that's why she didn't? That's why the deny till you die game can be fruitful, because if I say that's not why you made the song, she can say, well, that is, and now we just staring at each other like this, there's nothing I can say. Like, I'm not you, so I can't. It's just your word against mine, right? And I'm not you. So at the end of the day, you get the final. If that's why she's saying she made the song, I have to believe her. Do I believe that? No. But what am I to do? So she said she tried to reclaim that phrase. Why? I don't know. But anyways, she ends it with, I understand my influence and impact, and I'm taking all this very serious. I love you all, and I'm sorry for upsetting or hurting any of you. That's not my character, and I'm determined to show that to everybody moving forward. Show that to everyone moving forward is very important, because when these types of things happen, I like to see your track record. I like to see, what have you been doing since those things happened, to show me, oh, you're not that type of person. You're not that type of person. Like, we see the type of person you are. But Doja, you was in these a week ago. What can you really say? Here's the thing. Here's my take on all of this. The people who wanted to forgive Doja from the very beginning are going to forgive Doja, right? Like, there's been people who are writing apologies for her, who have been coming up with excuses for her, who have been like, I haven't seen enough evidence, So there's people out there who just, from rip, they did not want to hold Doja accountable. Like, they just weren't. And they're going to forgive Doja. And I really don't care. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you have to realize. Some people just don't care. Some people are just not going to care. So it does not matter what I say, what you say, or what any other person say, because they do not care. They've been wanting to forgive Doja from the very beginning, and this is their time. This is their time to be able to forgive Doja. The people who don't want to forgive Doja, they're not going to forgive Doja. It's one of this is like a merry-go-round. This is one big, long merry-go-round. The people who don't care are always going to not care. Like, some people put standing above every single thing. Me, I don't let human beings disappoint me. Human beings I don't know cannot disappoint me. There is nothing a human being who I have never met can do to disappoint me. I don't think that highly of people. I keep everything. I meet people exactly where they are. Doja Cat is a music artist. Like, there's nothing she can do except make a bad album album that would disappoint me, because that's where I met her at. And I don't believe human beings can't do things that are wrong. Like I said, it's the week ago stuff that bothers me. You was in these a week ago, they're saying. Like, and no, but the people who want to forgive her are going to forgive her. As far as celebrity apologies go, this one is bad. Because this is like insulting. This apology is insulting. I would rather her, the last part where she was just like, I hope you guys see my character moving forward. Now, if that's all she would have said, I would have been like, okay, like, that's what she says, and we move. Whether you move with her or without her, we move. But the whole top and the I wasn't participating in it, come on. We not done. Come on. Anyways, that is another fool. Have y'all seen this new Lana Del Rey video that has been put out? Somebody tell Lana Del Rey Ariana Grande is a white woman. Somebody tell Lana Del Rey Ariana Grande is a white woman. She makes a whole video and she's basically implying that Ariana Grande is not white. And it's so bizarre. The thing is, because of what happened with Doja Cat, people kind of got off of Lana Del Rey's neck. Lana Del Rey got lucky that another scandal happened right after her. It's like right after. And she kind of got a get out of jail free card that she keeps trying to throw away. Look, she's getting a get out of jail free card. What Doja Cat is doing is way worse than what you're doing. Get out of jail free. Go and live your merry life, Lana Del Rey. Your last year's news. But now she's running around like trying to revive it. Does she like the attention at this point? Does she like the attention? I do not know. Azalea Banks is doing strange things on Instagram. It's a lot. It is a lot. Anyways, I would love to hear what you guys have to say down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one.